Post-fight reaction, guys. Post-fight reaction. Dillian Whyte knocks out Alexander Povetkin in the 4th round. Devastating fashion. Landed his right hand. Wobbled Povetkin. Landed a big left hook. Dropped Povetkin. Towel thrown in. Ref stopped the fight. Fight was over. Dillian Whyte dominated this fight from the beginning, from the off. In fact, he wobbled Povetkin in the very first round. I was like, raw. Povetkin's really looking like he's 41 years, you know. Povetkin looking like an older man in there, you know. Dillian Whyte controlled the fight from the beginning, was causing Povetkin problems with the jab. You know, he was cautious in the sense that when he looked like he could have stopped Povetkin, Dillian Whyte kind of pulled back. You know, when Povetkin started trying to swing those right hooks and left hooks, Dillian Whyte tried to be a bit smart, you know, and just get back to his boxing. But at the same time, he was landing that jab and landing those right hands, and he was causing Povetkin serious problems. My post-fight reaction. I just came off the fight, guys. What did you guys think? Make sure you like, subscribe, share this video, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, like, spray all the good stuff across the channel. Drop your comments in the comment section below. What did you think about this fight? Devastating knockout from Dillian Whyte. Who do you want to see Dillian Whyte fight next? Like I said, he bossed the fight, ran the fight. Povetkin at times did look quite dangerous, especially at times when Whyte, you know, was going after his attacks on Povetkin, and Povetkin still looked a little bit live, and Povetkin was still throwing his left and right hooks, you know, in some of these, in the rounds leading up to the 4th. But from the most part, you know, Dillian Whyte looked like he was controlling it. And if you look at it, some of his, he looks like he's definitely worked on preventing, you know, those uppercuts and left hooks landing. He was constantly covering up on the left hand side, or protecting his chin. He was also using his left hand, you know, to protect, you know, stop when it's in close range from the shots coming upstairs. So they looked at the video, they knew what the game plan was, they knew what the plan was, and, you know, Dillian Whyte even said himself in the post-fight, you know, press conference, no, not post-fight, post-fight interview, that he feels like he could have knocked out Dillian Whyte in the very first round. No, he could have knocked out Povetkin in the first round, and, you know, he could have, but, you know, Povetkin, for me, he still looks kind of live. You know, he still looked like he was trying to be dogged in there with the right and left hooks. So for me, it was a bit, he did the right thing, not jumping on him like that, because Povetkin still looked kind of dangerous. But that 4th round, when Povetkin took the right hand, Povetkin's legs were gone. Ha! Povetkin was spent. His legs were gone. You know, he took the right hand, took the left, dropped onto the ropes. He nearly fell through the ropes. You know, kind of similar to how it looked when he got dropped by AJ. You know, similar. And, you know, the team threw in the towel. You know, they're trying to protect their fighter, 41 years of age. But hats off to Povetkin. Great performance. You know, the way he knocked out Dillian Whyte in the first fight. This is a 41 years old man. He's fought AJ, he's fought Klitschko, he's fought, you know, he even fought Hassan Rahman. That's how long Povetkin's been in this boxing game. You know, and at the age of 40, at the age he knocked out Dillian Whyte, and age of 41 to come in there, you know, and fight a younger fighter in Dillian Whyte. All I can say is hats off to the, you know, to Alexander Povetkin, the Russian warrior. But big victory for Dillian Whyte, beating Alexander Povetkin in 4th round knockout victory. What is next for Dillian Whyte? You know, the interviewer asking Dillian Whyte and Eddie Hearn about Deontay Wilder. Do you guys want to see Dillian? I want to see Dillian Whyte in a crossroads fight. That would be explosive. Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte. Are you nuts? Let's go. Dillian Whyte. Let's get it on. Dillian Whyte versus Deontay Wilder. Dillian Whyte talking about maybe give me an easy fight. You know, let me make some money. Dillian Whyte has been throwing himself into some tough fights, man. But Eddie Hearn's in the post interview was talking about maybe going out to America for a big fight, saying it would have to be in a stadium. Obviously, listen, Dillian Whyte versus, it's a massive fight. Dillian Whyte versus Wilder is a massive fight. You need a crowd for that fight. You know, Eddie Hearn saying that it's stadium-worthy fight. It would do fantastic numbers on pay-per-view. If people are feeling the pressure for Dillian Whyte fighting Povetkin in a rematch, what on earth are the fans going to be feeling for Dillian Whyte fighting the biggest puncher in the heavyweight division, Deontay Wilder? Like it or not, Deontay Wilder losing to Fury, you know, Tyson Fury has the capability of making fighters look ordinary. Deontay Wilder carries significantly. Listen, when David Hayes says that people can't grasp how hard Deontay Wilder really hits. You know, talking about Deontay Wilder is the hardest he's been hit in sparring. This is the comments of David Hay. You better take Deontay Wilder's power seriously. So we need to wait and see what happens, man. Who is Dillian Whyte gonna fight next? What happens next? And we have to wait and see what happens. Hats off to Povetkin. He fought like a warrior. First round, he had some issues. He managed to survive slipping shots and stuff like that. Had some balance issues in there. You know, just over recapping. You know, Dillian Whyte put the pressure on him from the off. You know, didn't have disrespect like he had last time. Went in there, landed left hooks, right hands, and stuff like that. Povetkin, you know, tried to, you know, use his hooks. But one thing I think Povetkin didn't do that he did last time, he didn't hit Dillian Whyte to the body. You know, he didn't really try and set up anything. You know, funny enough, Whyte was even beating him, you know, for the counters, you know, beating him to the punches. You know, you could seriously see that. I don't know if the COVID effects that he had anything on Povetkin, but he looked slower than he normally does, and he just wasn't really at the races today. But hats off to Povetkin. Big up Dillian Whyte for his performance, and let's see what happens next, man. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Dillian Whyte versus Deontay Wilder. What happens? Who wins the fight? Is Povetkin gonna retire from here? Let's see what happens, man. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Hats off to both men. Let's go.